I think we're going to see continuation of a lot of interest in different L1s as different players start to explore, where their transactions are going to be taking place. I think we're going to start to see, NFTs take on more of a companion role with various products, games and other things. And I think it's going to be less of a standalone product of buying an NFT and more an integration with a lot of partnerships. I think that we're probably going to see a lot of developments in the U.S. Crypto ecosystem in particular, especially on the regulatory side. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing that we're going to see a lot of video games start to integrate NFTs into their products for accomplishments, for skins and other cosmetic items. I think that that's sort of one thread that I really expect will start to play out. I think we're going to see NFT tickets. I think that we're going to see, in general, NFTs representing admission to things. I think we might see NFTs representing movies or representing songs, in addition to just, visual artwork. I think anywhere that you see something that can natively be represented digitally, you might start to see NFT adoptions in that case. I think there's going to be most of the regulatory attention, I would guess, would be on centralized exchanges in 2022. I'm guessing that there will be more attention on decentralized exchanges eventually, but that's probably going to come afterwards. And then I think that you're probably going to see a lot of, development of the banking and fiat rails for centralized exchanges. I think you're going to see continual refinements of the user experiences for them. I think you're going to start to see a lot of institutions start transacting on centralized venues over the next year. I'm guessing that transacting on DeFi venues is a little bit further off for most of them. I mean, it's going to take a lot of work for a lot of institutions to figure out how to interact with crypto in any way, but I think it's going to take even more work for them to figure out how to interface with decentralized protocols in terms of figuring out what the custody and clearing will be like, what the regulatory and licensing regime will be like. Those are potentially tricky questions. I think it's, especially given, I think, the cautiousness that they're probably going to be approached with, I think it's going to take a while to get there. I mean, overall, I think I would guess that the scope of the space will grow a fair bit. But I think we're going to see some consolidation. I think that, some of the smaller players, whether they're exchanges, wallets, payment rails, or other things, are going to start to get acquired, start to merge together. And, I think that as more and more pieces become important to a fully functioning ecosystem, they are going to start merging together.